You are listening to Droptent Media Network.
Say no, we talk to mama like that. Suck our fucking dicks.
Where'd you guys fuck at? Did I complimented your fucking hair yesterday, you stupid bitch?
I love you.
I love you.
Hey.
Andre, Liva.
What is up? See, that was a beautiful transition.
So wait, was I talking
That
about the
was-
intro?
No, not at all.
We were just talking camera
he
sales.
was trying to explain to you what was happening, and you then were like, just like started talking about other stuff, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, it's gonna come in." It was perfect. I actually love it, so I
loved
don't
it.
care.
What?
Welcome, we got a guest, baby.
We got baby boy Lemaire Lee in the studio.
Number one enemy of Philadelphia Comedy Network, Lemaire Lee.
Hello. Hello.
Vote Foster 2021.
Like everybody knows, the person that is definitely dividing Philly comedy is Lemaire Lee.
When I hear
You mean
Lemaire,
that
I'm like, that
baby boy?
villain.
Yeah, the baby boy who's usually stoned and just happy to see you. Do you ever times have yelled in your beautiful face and you've giggled and been like, "That's great, I love you."
An independent black man / teddy bear.
Yeah.
The villain of Philadelphia comedy.
I'll say this much. I love you. That's what I'm saying.
shit.
I was gonna say something. Wait, I was like, it's too hot. It's too early. It's too early for me to go like too close. You know. But okay. So your life is wild. I mean, honestly, I will say Ryan and I also we decided in quarantine we've been beefing with people. They don't even know.
Just unspoken, but it's just more me and Peggy.
Yeah, just hating each
And
other.
our
Well,
friends.
you know, tits on a grave.
Tits on a grave. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Come on, that is the greatest.
No, it's so
When
good.
I told
Shitty
Lemaire the
tits on-
story, he was like, "That's great."
I
Then he
D
was
under
just-
that.
He was just like petting Winnie, being like, "Tits on a grave."
It's pretty sick. Which is odd because I would like a tit on a grave.
That's a good catchphrase.
And I'm taking it, baby girl. You might put your tit on a grave. I'm gonna use it.
I'll put a tit on an urn.
Hey, see, this is where no.
That could be like your Larry the Cable Guy. You could be like, tits on the grave, and then everyone goes crazy.
You might be taking advantage of open mic comedians if you're putting your tits on a grave.
You might be a huge piece of shit if you literally pose in front of the dead.
Did you grow up in a family where they
And wait,
made you?
was any of the were they her fam? Were they just like they were
don't
just
know.
strangers' graves, right?
I think it was a strange man's
I don't
grave.
know. She didn't really give a whole thing.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
also
maybe
fine.
that man would have liked to be honored that way. Maybe in his
True.
death he was like, I want a strange woman to put her tits on my grave. You know?
I want an almost 40-year-old tit
Hey,
on my head.
And I'll take it like a
context to this or just keep rolling?
no, not
God damn it.
at all. If you you
Restart.
have no idea, it's okay. Skip
Yeah.
ahead. But no, it's whatever. I'll take
Yeah.
a '90s approach
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
We're going
Wait,
Mean
Whatever
Girls.
happens in your bedroom,
Yeah.
I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But let it stay in your fucking
that's right.
bedroom.
You have all the
So,
fake gravestones you
If
want.
some fucking dude, when he died, said, "All I want is your tit on my grave," that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking bring it on
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
and make it seem like you're
Yeah.
edgy. Oh, what have you seen a headstone for the first time? Oh, welcome to my life.
Yeah.
That's also man.
That's also
That's actually-
weird that if you see a headstone for the first time, you're like, I'm gonna put my tits on
I'm
there.
going to dump a tit out on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some tits on there. Yeah.
I feel like we've given this too much airplay.
is too
for
much.
How stupid it is.
Welcome to the Haters Pod, the Player Haters Ball.
Listen, all 10 of our listeners know what's going on. My cousin Shawnee, I'll send you the link of what we're talking about. Yeah,
Consider it
actually,
done.
if you want to see the photos that we're talking about, fucking slide into my DMs. Oh man, we are gonna get hate
Yeah.
from
give a
this.
fuck.
I know, okay.
Hate. There's nowhere we can gather hate anymore.
Yeah.
No, we're all
Except
banned.
for the Capitol.
Parlor.
Parler's banned. My
Unless-
account got banned.
Damn.
Yeah.
Unless you're on pills and you're in the Capitol.
Yeah, man.
I
I
know.
planned that riot and everyone got mad.
I could actually see you asking for time.
Yeah, but I also could see okay, wait, this is perfect. This is why you get shit on. I feel like you are a go with the flow person.
Yeah.
And you're just show up places and you're like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I thought I was just hanging out with my buds. Like
I wouldn't have got the ride down here if I knew this.
You did a podcast a couple years ago, and people were like, "We're banning you because you're bad to black
Yeah.
people," and you're like, "I'm pretty sure.
Wait, how?
I'm
You're
the only
white."
black person in the room."
Yeah.
I think I speak for us all.
Wait, have you guys ever seen that movie Dave, where it's like it's a regular dude, but he
Yeah.
looked exactly like
Well,
the
Eddie
president?
Murphy, right?
No.
No.
No,
Oh.
it's not anymore. But I know what you're talking about. But it's like a regular dude. He's
That's
like
Coming to America.
Yeah, it's like a landscaper, looked just like the president, and they
Yeah.
use him, and he just like keeps stumbling into like the best
And he just
wisdom.
keeps getting better.
And I kind of feel like that. You are like the nicest, sweetest person, and you just have the opposite. Like every time you go somewhere, like a bomb went off, and you just didn't. You were the only one who didn't run.
Yeah, I'm standing here with a fucking match and a dead.
You're like, I'm just trying to get Dory into this club. What's going on?
I can't act like I
But also, I
incite
will say,
somebody.
Dorian is your Pence.
I will say, no.
I don't know anything about
Trump.
Pence.
Your
Dorian's
Pence.
Trump, I'm Pence, yeah.
Yeah, I could
just
see
said
you
that.
fuck a person and say mother a lot while doing it.
Mother.
Mother.
Hey, mother.
No. No.
No. But I will say, just because this is the hater podcast, I've decided, Dorian, I don't believe you should be back in the Philly Comedy Network.
I don't
I
even-
actually think everybody in that network should get out of it, and y'all can suck a dick.
You guys should join my exactly the same group called Philly Comedy Network. This thing, PCN, and then another one of them.
What?
You mean parentheses? You mean parentheses?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
For anyone not watching,
You just
he
looked like a high
just
wizard.
Yeah. No, he just drew a C.
I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I don't know what that means.
I mean, nobody. That has
stop.
nothing. Also, I love that your shirt has spray paint badass on it. And literally,
It's,
I'm the bad
You
boy of
didn't know what-
PCN. I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I'm wearing lady wrestler shirts. The baddest of ass.
Oh,
Honestly-
a black male feminist? Odd you'd want
I'm
to kick him
sorry.
out.
No, I'm sorry, but it's not of your right line, Peggy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
It's hard to be hated.
Yeah, no.
He was like a fucking NPR host with that. It is hard
So,
to be hated.
Lemaire, and I've never been myself, but has it been hard to be hated?
Peggy's beloved.
There's some people who love me. Actually, no, I think I'm.
Peggy, you're pretty beloved.
Beloved.
Yeah, beloved.
I
Beloved.
think I like.
Is it beloved?
And
don't know.
I do think I have a little bit of. I give fear to people. Like last night at Raven, I like got on stage and it went silent, and I was like, "Yeah, bitches, this is command in a room."
No, that's respect.
Yeah, and then I
It got quiet. You weren't putting on brass knuckles.
But the best is like it got quiet, and I was like, "You guys here? This is what you do. You command the room." The hard part is then having a joke to follow it out. So I'm just gonna be a
So
fucking
now we're kind of
asshole.
lost here.
Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, I thought I was gonna do 10 minutes to just how to get them quiet. I've done that too much at Raven. That I just walk up and they're like, you have to be quiet when she's up there.
There's a white woman grabbing the microphone.
And I don't want to keep this beef going, but I do believe Frank Neblett called me a Karen last night, and I will stand by the fact that I was gonna fight you, and Lemaire and Satoya had to step in. Because you're wrong, Frank.
Two black
Win.
knights saved the day.
And he made fun of you guys about it last
About
night.
what? Him?
No, yeah.
Oh.
He was like, oh, Satoya had to get between us. And I was like, I don't think that was for me. I'm pretty sure that was for you, Frank. Because Satoya was like, no.
I would
Just
pay good
kidding.
money to watch that fight. No more
fucking
roast
let's
battles. I
do
want to
it.
see
Yeah,
fights.
yeah, comedy fight club. Or comedy fights.
If we
club.
did that, that
Yeah.
actually, I honestly, could that be a thing?
Where
Where
we
like
fight?
we like, oh no, or it's even just like, it's a hyper version of a debate. Where like there's like a different opinion, and then the people have to stand across from each other screaming in fighting stance.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what the fight was.
Thanksgiving?
There was literally no fight. Frank and I threw my jacket down, and that's when Satoya was like, "Okay, we've gone too far." I'm like, I just did that for effect because this was boring me.
I'm just dramatic.
Yeah, I was also like, I don't know this person this well. Now Frank and I love each other.
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
He's a
I
lovely
have
boy.
a secret beef with him, but
I thought you said he had a
not
secret
real.
crush. I was like, God damn it.
No more crushes. I got no crushes anymore.
Crushless.
I've never crushed
Crush, no
ever in
crushes,
my life.
2021.
I'm 20, 21. Just
Yeah.
I'm not crushing.
Yeah, learn how to make
never-
those people just be your friends. yeah,
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was my whole
from the
life.
enemy guy.
Yeah, that was my whole life.
yeah.
Oh my God! Wait, so Philly Comedy Network's done now? Is it gone?
No,
What
they
happened?
decided to like keep it up or whatever.
Wait,
what
they changed
did
their
happen?
mind?
Yeah, I need to have
They
it ran.
changed their mind?
I don't know.
I don't
Okay,
know.
listen, if this is going to be a little inside baseball. So if
Yeah.
you don't know anything about Philly comedy, let's just say this. There's a wildly too big of a group for Philly
like
Comedy
40,000
Network.
people.
There's like 40,000
It's
people, and I could name
4,500
all.
people.
Really?
Yes,
How much?
4,500 people.
I could name the 20 people that go to the mics. I know the 20 people that go to every other mic, and then I know
Yeah.
the 30 people in Philly who think they're funny.
Yeah.
And
A
then
lot of
I-
people
and
with
then there's
comedian in
improv.
bios
Yeah.
who start. Never mind.
No, but basically, so here's the thing. All you need to know for this, because it doesn't matter about comedy, it is such a microcosm to the
Yeah.
world that we live in, where like you just wanted your friend to be able to come back in so that you guys could like post about shows.
Yeah.
And also you have a sketch group.
Do you want me to tell you the whole the
Yeah.
whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
so
it's fun.
Cliff
I
notes.
hope it's fun. I hope it's fun.
Don't fuck us.
Is it
up.
relatable?
I hope
No.
it's one day I was just bored. Kanye West ran for president, and I was like, what's funny that I can do that's like the same? So I was like, oh, I want to run for PCN admin.
So it's literally a microcosm to the world we're living
Yeah,
in. You
yeah,
just
yeah.
were being silly.
no,
old
I
boy.
was being silly, and then I was
Art
like,
does
also,
imitate life. Am I right, gang?
And then like also I was
Did
like,
we both turn into NPR? I've never heard you call
Yeah.
a group of people gang.
I would have said life does imitate art, gang. Or art does imitate life. Go on, Lemaire.
thank you, Charlie and Terry. let me,
Hell yeah.
it was just It was just,
All things
I was just
considered,
trying to be funny. Yeah. I was just trying to be funny.
I just
And-
switched genders. Continue.
And then I posted in the PCN because I thought actually might be able to help a lot. And there's a lot of people here who have stuff, and I can fucking help get it running because the people who are running they just have this space with a lot of people and they aren't using it. So I did want to
Well,
take
during
it over.
COVID, it was
Yeah.
like back in the day, it
Yeah.
was really just a resource for open mics, and that was getting updated.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally get what you're saying. I'm just given like
I don't know if it was updated like as regularly as 2019, 2018. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, it wasn't like
no,
it was updated.
it was updated. It definitely maybe used to be like every 3 or 6 months, but I do know it was updated in the
A lot.
like a beginning of January of 2020.
I don't even know how to find the open mic list still.
It's in the
Yeah,
files.
it's hard.
Yeah.
A lot of clicking. But continue, Lemaire.
Okay. I thought it'd be funny to be admin. I thought it'd be funny.
I think it also, you
Yeah.
would have been a good person to be admin.
Also, let's change it. It's not just an open mic research.
Yeah.
It's like something else. So I
Yeah.
kind of like that, like new blood. Get it in there. Also, I kind of think it would be funny if we had to have like weekly Monday like reports
Yes.
from Lemaire. That would be great.
Oh, that'd be the
so
best.
Funny.
Just
Just
you-
comedy reports.
Yeah, and you're like, I heard from the people in Jersey that Cody Wright did again get a DUI.
We had his 7th DUI, gang.
Rob did leave the neighborhood to go to Jersey, and we did see him crying with a woman. Like it would be so great.
Somehow gayer.
I don't know why I just had to roast what up, Pop,
Yeah.
but I did.
This has been Lemaire Lee.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
good night.
That would be so funny. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
What?
we should. We can.
Let's do a news network of funny, fake gossip.
I can't. Ever since they okay. I guess here. Okay. So here's what's happening now. Is like they were going to delete it or archive it, but then they said we're also going to start filtering posts so that they can get
Censorship.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that. That's fucking gay.
I'm kidding. Also, Philadelphia Comedy
It's not
Network
like-
during COVID just turned into a bunch of nerds making fun of obviously autistic people.
Yeah,
There was
it
like
was
mentally
upsetting.
ill people posting shit. They're like, look at this fuck. I'm like, A, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
B, that
Just-
guy's clearly retarded.
The guy doesn't
Like,
know where to post his sketch.
Yeah.
Just let him
Yeah.
put it in the place that says comedy.
He's
okay?
a newly divorced dad. Look, he should have a helmet on.
Fine.
Look at his face.
Let them figure this out. Yeah, and to the first story, I was trying to run for admin, and then it turned into something that it turned into more than a joke. It was supposed to be a joke, but then
Yeah, I mean, your original post, I'm just going to say this for like anybody who does. So you wrote a very obviously, if you understand sarcasm, oh, you are funny, which you'd hope with the 4,500 people in the Philly Comedy
There's
Network.
a solid 20
Honestly, the people that listen to this podcast that aren't from Philly Comedy would have thought it was hilarious not knowing Lemaire. It was like a very well written, over the top. Like it was almost like, you know what it was? It was like election, like Reese Witherspoon. Like you were in 8th grade and you were running for class president and you had all your notes and your mom made a banner for you.
It was like Legally Blonde, but a black guy.
And I read it, and I could like you giggling right now. I'm sure when you hit send, you were like, "This is perfect." This is what I mean by like people take you so wrong. You send the most well written like let me be your admin.
Peggy,
nobody wants that.
I don't even remember that.
It was so elegant, whatever. I laughed so loud reading it.
Well, somebody.
And the best is it only got, and I'm glad there was controversy because it only got brought to a lot of ours attention because so much is posted in that form that it would have totally went under the radar if there weren't crazy people and they're like, Lemaire is actually troublesome. And so it got so much traction that like then all the normal people were like, yo, did you see what Lemaire posted this morning?
Lemaire Trump's at it again. He's out of control.
Lemaire is all about unity. And also, he has like a couple good ways for us to get more soda in the cafeteria, and I'm here for it.
The slices of pizza double.
Yeah.
All I want is everyone that runs a show to give at least free drinks or free food. At least free drinks or free food.
To the
That's
comics.
all I want.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm slowly trying to build a union out of this shit.
Wow, this is like an 8th grade presentation because it was like, I just want recess to be 10 minutes longer, and then like the adults have to come in and be like, oh no, that the reason that can't happen is like all the other moochers are taking things for free, so it's hard.
No, but yesterday I stayed outside 10 minutes and nothing happened. Like I stayed out an extra 10. Like But yes, no, you wrote like a very harmless speech
Good satire.
to like be an admin, but also you were being serious, which I think is the most annoying. So then once it caught on, it was just people who know Lemaire, don't know, but like everybody was like roasting each other, saying why he's good or bad. Right. And I will say, it was what, April or?
It might have been August. Because it was fun. It was fun. I was having
that's why
I was in a baby pool.
No, I don't think shows were around. I think that's why it was extra fun. That's why I think it was like either May or June. Yeah. So all of us have been just sitting at home wanting to be like around people to roast. You give us this gift, and then like in an hour there's like 200 comments, and they're like they go the gambit. No. That's the best part, right? Most of them were all silly. Everyone was silly. Yeah. Everyone was endorsing him or not endorsing him. And all the reason not to endorse him were always like dumb reasons, right? It'd be like, look, I saw Lemaire sleep outside one time. Like it would be crazy stuff like that. So again, anybody reading all this would be like, well, this is a funny satire about what is actually happening in real forums on Facebook about like a community. Yeah. And then the admins came in with the most serious response, and I actually do love. I think those girls are great, and I think they're wonderful. But it was too serious for how. I mean, I had so many people that day texting like, "Did you fucking read it?" It was just like a silly. It was like a silly afternoon.
Did it sound like parents busting in and that you had guns, like kids have guns?
No,
Jesus Christ, what's going on in here?
No.
Dorian,
run. Actually, even worse than that, and that's why I think it was hard to respond. It was like a PR.
Oh God!
It was like a press release. Like it was literally like
I saw that we've consulted with the mods.
Community has come together. And
just say you guys texted.
But why it was
the
fucked
Alyssas
up?
and the lady from LA. Yes.
But why it's fucked up is they actually gave real reasons why Lemaire shouldn't be a part, like be an admin.
I saw then.
Yeah. So my whole point is, okay. Take him seriously or not,
right? Yeah.
But he actually did come in with this thing, even if we all thought it was silly. Okay, now catch the vibe. I don't know.
Survive.
Dude, I wanted
Read
them to get
the
in.
fucking room.
When I posted it, I was like, oh, they're going to have fun. They're going to like this. It's all going to be fun for everybody. Yeah.
Literally, and
Yeah.
they called out stuff
Yeah.
like real things in the real quote unquote internet world of like the hearsay bullshit of what Lemaire and some of his friends, which by the way, I am gonna go. I'll fucking put this on my fucking headstone and don't put your fucking tit
Don't
on
put your
it.
tit on it. I can put my balls on it, but that's
If
it.
you fucking like me or don't like me because of hearsay, you can go suck my fucking dick. And then I'll suck your dick better than you could suck your own and get the fuck out of my face.
God, I wish I could
Because
suck
I am a lover and a hater.
I thought you
but
were
I'm
going to say
both.
because I am a whore. Lemaire 2021.
I will definitely be your campaign manager next time.
That'd be sick.
No, but I mean, it was, I don't know.
So when did it get? You said that it was all in jest, and then eventually it got weird.
Because-
weird. You said it got
No, they
serious?
posted.
When they
Well, they
did
posted,
that,
okay.
when they did that, it
You were
got
like-
kind of.
No,
I was like,
they
"Oh, I'm going to
wrote
do this
out.
way better than you can ever do this."
Right. No, he wrote out like anything that
you
anybody.
challenged
No,
me.
don't see. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't say. Oh, right. No, they took something that was fun and silly. And they brought up old controversy that literally nobody in that network knows about. Nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
Like, also, Lemaire already knows his life. You could they could have had fun with it. They could have also just said no. And that's like how you responded,
Yeah.
right? You were like,
Just give me a flat no.
Yeah, just say no. Don't be a bitch. Just say no.
But eventually, because you did it in
Saying
jest,
no is kind of bitchy.
No's fine. I'll accept any type of no. There's a no. But like
but a
Unless
detailed
you're trying to
fucking
fuck
book
somebody and they're
report.
like,
Yeah.
no, but then,
no, a detailed report is like a no and fuck you. Like
So that, but not even just did you double down. Now everybody who was having fun with it are
Like,
like,
what's happening?
what the? Oh, well,
Yeah.
now like we all turned into mama bears.
because that's not the me they know because they see me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
out, I'm talking to them, and then they see this post with hearsay, as you're saying, and they're like, no, what? Yeah.
I don't even know
not-
what the hearsay was. I don't even
He
remember.
caused 9/11. Was one of
I
them?
did do
was
that.
one of them?
Yeah,
I
that
did
was
that.
the Italians. That was the mob.
the best is it actually was like the first thing I think that like the beginning was so like political and like and I understand why they think they had to do that.
Yeah.
But like no.
Do you though?
You don't.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, if any of those girls want to talk to me in person, I'd be like, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
It was like too much.
You
It's
can fly
like,
home.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I first started reading it. I was like, "Oh, here we go. They're going to be funny too." And I was like, "No, they're being mean."
Yeah. Yeah, like they were.
I'm just picturing you crying. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, and I think that's like why so many people jumped in because we're like, again, I like think about you just smoking pot in your bed, giggling all morning, like this is the greatest day. I'm gonna be an admin, and then it's just like womp womp.
Yeah.
But one of the things was like, this is what I don't like. I don't like these sort of words that people call quote unquote triggering. Lemaire, we know you've been problematic
Oh, that's what I saw. I was like,
at
when-
open mics, and you associate with problematic people.
Who? And what did you
Also,
do? that-
let's
but, like,
say
what-
the that's the grayest word I've ever. What am I? You know what? I'm fucking problematic. Beloved.
She was feared. See how quick we turned. 2 sips of Fireball, the white woman's Hennessy, and now she's beloved. God damn it!
Yeah. Sometimes you speak your mind, and people love it for you.
I need
And
that
by that
before.
I mean when you suck their dick and give them beer, like Brian said last week. Peggy, they don't like you. You just
I
give them
didn't
everything.
say.
No, keep going. Sorry.
No, I don't have. No,
No,
you're
is it?
right. You're
Okay,
right. 'Cause-
so you were? Did you just go like, you guys know I'm kidding, right? Or did what? Like you
No.
just started to be like, you guys are being
'Cause-
weird and hurtful.
No, okay, because right there.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
no. I'm not saying no to you. I'm saying like. I guess maybe it's just like the way my brain works, and I'm
Yeah.
friends with comics. Like my brain did the same thing. What I think
Yeah.
what everyone who reacted to it did, which was like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude.
Yeah.
and not because now I'm gonna. First of all, there was just 100 comments of silly, and you gave us a press release like you're the fucking Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. Very strange.
No, fuck you. Now we're gonna say why we hate you. It's the same thing. It's like
We've all
I am-
consulted.
I am nice.
I remember now because I didn't say okay. Here was my fault. My fault was that I should have after that I should have went to them like, hey, this was all a joke. I was being But like what happened?
You shouldn't have to explain that.
If you're running
I
up,
know, but,
call it in
obviously
the
I did. So it's like, hey, this is a bit.
Shit, even then messaging him like, hey, are you fucking around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have just messaged you like, you guys fucking with us?
Maybe off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's how seriously they take themselves.
I remember because they were. She said something like, "It's stressful. I've been working on this other stuff. I don't have the time to do this." And I was like,
More of a reason to give it up.
I have the time to do this.
Right.
What does that mean? I'm just not good enough. What do you
really
mean I'm not? Good?
So then he's like started pleading, which is so funny.
Because I was trying not to be mean. I was trying
Because you're
to
not
be
an
mean.
asshole.
No,
for everything
because
I
it's
know
like,
about you.
because what that means is that she thinks she's better than me, she's funnier than me, and the both of them combined are never that. Like never, ever, never, ever.
Don't wanna be
ever,
a
ever,
player.
They're not. Ever, outcast, never, ever. That's never, ever true. I'm sorry, I've been waiting a long time to say that.
Hell yeah.
So,
yeah.
We let
it
you
just
voice your
fucking-
opinion on this pod, goddammit.
I mean,
It
but
just
also
fucking
like,
sucked because it was a joke for everybody.
Yeah.
And they made it like I was trying to like fucking
Ruin.
It's
Like
a
Donald
hostile-
Glover he was gonna be Spider-Man. Just
Yeah.
that brief rumor that he was gonna be, and everyone was like, "You N-word, you N-word." Like, whoa, dude, easy. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
It's like you stormed the Capitol or anything.
yeah.
Joke.
I think that is kind of a part of like what we're talking about, where I'm like, my biggest problem with all that was they also resurfaced stuff that I know because we've known each other longer that happened before I even knew
Are you talking
Ryan.
about the five funny women thing? I'm
No,
involved.
not that.
I know how to. What was the other thing? Because anything you could bring it up. I know how to deal with my trauma. So when something happens to me, I'm willing to talk about it because I grow and evolve.
Yeah.
So please,
Exactly.
yes. Yeah.
No,
Instead of
I
just
was saying
shutting you down.
the one thing that I
and then making a
remember.
statement and turning the comments off like a fucking cow. Like, that's crazy.
No,
Not that
the first time that it was probably like the third month I was living here, you did the podcast with Shane and them, and then you got banned
Yeah.
from Good.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking about it, and we didn't know each other,
Yeah.
but I didn't know, and because you are this like, every time I saw you, I'd always be like, this guy is so quiet, but he's so funny on stage. But like, I know my energy could maybe scare somebody like this because I didn't really know you. Because I know that like a quiet person around me sometimes is like, you're a lot. But so like I would always try to ease it and be like, I think you're really funny. How are you doing? I like you. Okay, cool. And so I like went right up to you and I was like, well, this is horseshit, by the way. That's same thing's happening to me at Good, but like they're not even telling it to my face. They're telling other people that because I'm friends with so and so,
Yeah.
Jesus
I can't
Christ.
perform there.
Yeah.
And you were like, and we had this whole conversation. You were like, also when they fired me, I was the only person of color in the room.
I was about to say,
Was the only
of their
black
all
person on
white
the whole-
audience.
Yes, them and Kyle Harris. Like it's not like.
But even but the thing is, it's that whatever. So I'm saying what's annoying is, yeah, you're allowed to fucking know how, like we all do.
Yeah.
But it's fucking bullshit. And I'll say this to anyone. If you've actually ever dealt with trauma or controversy or shit on the good or the bad side, whatever you think, when someone brings it up when you've already fucking
it's
buried
done.
it,
What the
you're a
fuck?
fucking asshole.
It's just
and
immature
that's why they're
bullshit.
assholes.
Yeah.
Not because they said no to you, because they went through detail of why they said no. Fuck you, girls. No one to know who you the fuck were, okay? Also, I'm fully aware of that didn't make sense.
I wouldn't know who you were.
But I actually did. That's the thing. I like those girls fine. But like,
I
fuck.
did too. I did too.
When does it stop? Like you them bringing that kind of stuff up. Like when does any of us get to like, move forward and grow? Like when do you? When does that not get brought up again?
Also,
like, how many?
a
did your
witch
time.
hunt. A witch hunt on both sides is still a fucking witch hunt.
yeah.
Like a witch hunt.
It is a witch hunt too.
Stitch Fitch. This
But that's my point. Is like. You could bring up so many people's fucking dark shit, and we all seem like monsters. Go fuck yourself.
yeah.
We at least were funny while we were being monsters.
We're allowed to make fun of a shitty pair of tits on a grave. Come on. He's having a good time.
Look, man.
My aunt.
I'll say a lot of things, but I won't say those are shitty tits on graves.
I didn't even see the tit.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm a man of honor, Ryan.
I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah, I may hate you, but if you have nice tits, I'll compliment the shit out of
Also, I also listen.
I swear to
I'm fine
God.
with people thinking that I hate a bitch, but just so you know, I did think her body form was beautiful.
Yeah.
So I will say I'm still a part of.
It was.
It could have been Pamela Peak Anderson tit.
Just don't put it on the grave.
grave.
We're making fun of that picture, but now that we're thinking about it, it was a hot picture. It was a hot, it was a hot
I do mostly wear sweatshirts, so I am also aware that I don't know what hot is.
Stitch Rich, come on, man.
And that is like the only thing I'll say to the credit to her is you guys were all at my house to watch football. It was a bunch of dudes, and they were all like, "No, we're not giving it to you. We fucking liked it." And I was like,
I'm hard right now.
And like Naeem kept being like, "Peggy," and I go, "Okay." So I kept going, "Okay," and getting like real big.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I just like wore a bikini and sat on a beach with a weird edgy thing, and Naeem's like, "You can't do it now. Nobody trusts that. Now you're like a sad person trying to do like a."
Peggy was
like
all
a
drunk,
thought.
came on her
Yeah.
Eagles bikini. O'Leary's across her back.
Everybody be like,
Come on, guys.
Naeem's like, no, we'd all hate because we'd be like, Peg, this isn't your lane. Like if you, that's what Naeem kept going. If you were a thought from the beginning, we'd be okay with it. But you've been wearing sweatshirts this whole
Stop
time.
being a behind the scenes whore. Come on.
Also, I'm literally hosting 10 like male comics to be like, we're watching football, you pussy.
Get a bowl of Blue Chew out with the dip. Why is this fucking queso
Pass that dip
blue?
around and the
This
blue
is
cheese.
crazy.
Pass the dip and the blue. Come
Rock
on now.
hard.
The point is, we're all flawed. And
Way to
you
bring it
don't
back.
think
And
you are,
NPR.
Way to bring it back.
and if you don't think you are, then you should not run any sort of network. And especially not the Philly con. No, I love it. This is so funny to me.
No.
It's so
Yeah.
dumb.
Here at NPR, no matter race,
I
creed,
feel like relieved now. I don't need to do it anymore. Thank you,
It's
guys.
over.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm going to
thank
run for
you.
president of Comedy Network. What is it?
Yeah,
Admin.
it's
You
fucking-
did age like 14 years. Of running.
It fucking sucks.
You're like
I was gonna
Obama.
do-
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to do some good shit. It fucking sucks. Like I was really going to do shit. I don't know.
Hey, because
Yeah.
you actually care about
Because
comedy?
I actually fucking care.
And it is a resource to like, okay, yes, I don't think all of those people are comics, but they are obviously like, I've definitely met people who
Yeah.
have been like, oh, I came to the
Involved.
show.
The Alabama
yeah,
kids,
sure.
the Alabama people, the Alabama adults came from
Yeah.
from PCN. They were like, "Yo, one of the reasons I moved here is because of
Oh,
Right.
like,
shit.
acting
Hell
and
yeah.
shit."
So
Yeah.
that's the thing is like you're gonna get rid of this thing
That's
that
actually a
could-
resource to people.
Whereas like, all right, like, and that's my point. I'm not like let's slate it clean. Is that,
Slate it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it
a
out.
bumper sticker
Yeah.
episode.
We got out
Slate it
all of our
clean,
hate.
boys.
Slate it clean, boys.
Look, we're free now. We're free.
you know what? If I had a co-host could ever
And
back
slate.
me up,
No.
I don't know half of the posts we're talking about, so I'm like,
it doesn't matter.
Don't
It's
go
like,
on there.
but no. It's I don't either unless it's like something I'm looking up for or like something like that. Like
You're
that
using
was
it
Yeah.
as a resource.
yeah, it's using it for what
You
it's
can hook up
for.
a show. I've never- or a mic or something. I've
You're
never
using
used
it to
for
find stuff that you need.
Right.
Every time people are like, "Oh, you should get rid of it." I'm like, "No," because just because you don't use it doesn't mean
mean-
people
yeah.
don't use it.
should-
There's
Right.
4,500 people there. I
Yeah.
see 50 people a night at Mike's.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
It's also it's yeah, we just have to like live in a world where like it's not so fucking annoying like that.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's like
Let Nazis
like
in the
a
group.
joke. Shut the fuck up. No, but here's the thing. That's gonna be the argument. It's like
Right.
we were
Oh, yeah,
saying
well, that's
when
just
you
it.
said like the NPR thing. You're like, here we believe in all creed and
NPR has
justice.
interviewed Nazis.
And you're like, yeah, of course, because it's a publicly
crazy.
run
Right.
thing. And also, don't you want to fucking know? Like,
yeah,
also, whatever. We're talking about comedy.
yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
It's supposed to be silly.
Yeah.
It's not supposed
Yeah.
to be like a debate
Yeah.
on shit. And like,
And if it's all posts about fucking open mics, nobody's going to come and look at the page. It has to have that other shit. People trying
Other
to be
shit,
funny and
yeah.
people trying
True.
shit.
The community.
It has to have exactly. It has to have that shit. And them not wanting to look at it is laziness. You volunteered for this job.
Do the job.
You accepted it from someone, and now you don't want to do it. And then someone who wants to do it, you don't want them to do it because they're not the person you like, or they're not
also,
the person.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with the participation award people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you can't read a post. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of crazy people in that group. There's a
Yeah.
lot of crazy people in a lot of groups. Silencing them doesn't help. I'm so sorry. Like,
You bad apples.
honestly,
Yeah.
more shitty comics in that fucking group would have made jokes about it, which would be better than most of their fucking Twitter fucking shit that I see.
Yeah.
Okay. B, like, they're crazy.
Right.
Like the people, if you can't figure out a crazy person or you can't figure out the right way to go, I don't know what to tell you, but that shouldn't be an admin of a fucking community board.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
Like, that's so stupid. Like, I'm not saying, like, let's talk about hate speech, but also if that happens, that's when I delete that person from my life.
What happened to muting people? Like, I don't fucking know, dude.
I've talked a lot on this podcast.
It's
Also,
okay. You're
like-
fired up.
Oh yeah.
Because I get
wanna
hated
talk
on a
about
lot, and I'm a fucking open-minded fucking person, but I'm also a guarded person because I have had shit happen, and the people that are not guarded are people that have been... Oh, we're going to mute this for my baby because he can't see what this is. And that's, I think, what's annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you telling a black dude he can't go on a fucking network because they're
blows my
bad to
mind.
black people. I mean, I can't even believe I had to say that sentence. That's puts my in a Ryan's
Listen,
phrase,
you don't know what's
puts
good
my
for you.
mind in a pretzel. Like what?
Yeah.
I'm
Listen,
sorry,
buddy.
you wealthy kid that fucking bought an improv fucking theater. I mean, come on.
Peggy, you have to understand that black on black violence is something that can happen. So that's really what he's doing. Like they do fucking. I think they actually think she's like, no, he can be.
They think
racist.
they're doing
and they
like a
also
good-
will throw a context like, no, he can also still be mean and like do bad things to black people. We have to protect them, and that's when fucking white fucking hood whatever.
I heard
nonsense
this
is.
one white person say this once. They were like, or liberal, crazy liberal person. They were like, the only way to stop me from like hurting other racists with my whiteness is to date other white people exclusively.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, you could also kill yourself.
When I said that, I was serious. I said that and I was serious about it.
I mean,
fuck?
honestly, that's like the woke version of fucking what the Nazis were doing, right? It's like, okay, I'm not gonna make a purebred white person. I'm gonna have to come with a black. No, I'm sorry, that's still fucking creepy.
It's
And we're
insane.
not dogs, so stop breeding us.
No, that's
I
when
wish
the
we
left
were.
eats itself. That's
Life
the
would be
whole-
simpler if we weren't dogs. Am I right,
That's
gang?
what Amish people do. Amish people bring black people in all the time to like diversify the
Yeah.
gene pool.
Yeah.
When the eyes
yeah.
get too far apart, like we got to get a black guy in here.
That is crazy. That and the quick twitch muscle fibers. Obviously.
Yeah, you ever wonder how Amish people build houses so quick?
They're amazing.
There's
the
just
Amish.
one black guy fucking all the girls, and they use that fucking sperm to build those houses.
It's like
Do you see
Midsummer.
Jebediah? J apostrophe Jebediah?
And they're cooking
Slinging
is
dick and framing
Oh,
out.
diet.
cooking is specifically seasoned very well. I'm very, I don't know.
Yeah, he puts seasoned salt on his scrapple.
Yeah, they fuck with us.
This motherfucker's got adobo. Shit's crazy.
Do you want to talk about relationships?
And we are boycotting Goya in the Amish community.
Also,
Not in my
this is
network.
also going to be an inside baseball to the Amish comedy network that we are also a part of.
I'm the admin of that one though.
That would be fucking
You are the
sick.
admin of that one.
Dude, I could just see you churning butter.
In more ways than one.
Do you know how many I could see?
Sounds like a chick who wants to fuck.
I actually want to make this a
churn
TV
this
show.
butter.
Just like Lemaire somehow starts churning butter with a bunch of like Amish girls, and they're just like in love with you, and you're fully not aware of it. And you're just like, a man should treat you properly, like, and you just explain to
My
them
lady.
how sex is, and they're like, who is this majestic man? And you're like, all right,
You take the
ladies, I'll see
pajama
you later.
bottoms off.
I feel like a man churning butter can be sexy, but for some reason, I don't think a woman churning butter can be sexy.
Ooh, well, someone's never gotten their
Let's get into this.
No.
Well,
Peggy fell out.
Because like when a woman is like
Peggy just turned some butter and slipped out of the chair.
I don't know.
She is.
'Cause I feel like it's too much work.
Turning butter?
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be worth it. Dude.
No. I'm saying in general. I'm saying to be like.
They
in
don't have the upper
general.
body strength, is what you're
Because like
saying.
she's gonna.
I take it all back. Fuck you. I love the girls from the Don't you talk about my women
Peggy,
like that.
Have you ever churned butter before?
Damn, yeah, I'll turn your butter right now.
You better chill out, dude.
I'll churn it, and I'll whip
when you
it.
churn, you gotta like.
What kind of butter you like? You want a golden Irish?
That just reminded me of Gary Busey for some reason.
do you like?
Gary Busey with tits over here. What's going on?
They're on they're on a gravestone.
Do you
Peggy's
like
got CTE.
do you like Irish golden butter? Wait, ooh, that was
Kerry
like,
Gold?
that was upsetting.
I'll tell you right now, the best
Dude.
butter there is.
Best butter.
Yeah.
Give it to me. There's Irish butter.
Give it to me.
What butter would you give Peggy? What butter would you give her?
I'm big into the Amish.
What were you gonna say about churning
Oh,
butter?
I don't know. It's like hard work. You know, you got to do a lot of shoulders.
Yeah,
And I don't know, like
you don't think it's attractive for a woman to do that, though?
because like when women move their shoulders, they do a lot of face work too.
Okay, you are only exclusively thinking of girls dancing.
I love that.
We are able to do work with our shoulders without
Peggy,
moving our face.
Churn butter sexually
the
right now. That's not how you churn butter. It's
Turning
up and
butter's
down.
up and down, isn't it?
All right, you're right. Stop it. Stop.
We're going to take a boner break, everybody. We'll be back at NPR.
We'll be back in a real quick moment.
Sometimes you have to get all of the work. Sometimes all right, sorry. Okay.
The cream is right
I
into the
take it
top, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes I
was
just
very
use a
wrong.
little of that cream and I put it right there. And it makes me
O'Leary
grip- it
Gold
makes
is
me
Peggy's
grip
eye.
that.
Hands covered in Peggy. Oh, some of this deliciousness?
Honestly, every time we do this podcast, I'm like, how am I single? Wouldn't you love
Anybody's
to
trying to
hear?
get their butter churned?
Yeah,
above-
wouldn't you love to be like, God, this is the woman I want to marry one day?
Could you imagine
She's
this
doing
bitch-
a good act out of,
Oh, how did we meet?
yeah.
I was listening to her
Peggy turns butter
podcast.
like this.
Let's get to work.
Hey,
Her
all right,
riding up on a
listen,
horse
you know
and
what?
carriage in a
Okay.
tracksuit.
I don't live in a black and white world, okay?
Yeah.
So if you're going to fucking
We don't see
actually
color.
talk about the critique of how I give a blowjob, I would never spit on my hand like that. That ain't sexy, okay?
Okay.
You got to...
I'd lick it aggressively, okay? Also, it's way more moisture that way. Sometimes you just got to dip it in other
All right,
things.
I am
All
getting
right.
hard now. There we go.
Something's happening. Speaking of getting hard,
See, this is
Lemaire.
funny.
Good. See, this is...
This is great.
Yeah, this is a great podcast.
It's a great time.
Should
So...
we talk about relationships?
I know.
or-
Yeah.
or
Have you been
dating
banging
stuff?
during COVID? Have we been slinging? When you're not in running for
Either you're
political
not,
office?
are you
had-
not allowed
I had
to?
a very one bad time with the 20-year-old.
Oh.
Why was it so bad?
Because all I wanted to do, I just wanted to cuddle and smoke and watch a movie.
I mean, you are the
Yeah, see,
greatest
this
human in
is
the
the
world.
problem.
I mean, are
This
you
guy's the problem.
fucking... He's
What?
triggering to you? Why? Because you've never felt love? Have you ever looked in somebody's eyes and you went, I'll go swimming with you and your eyes?
You never
Yeah.
cuddled with a nice black man on a blow-up mattress? Huh?
I have a regular bed now. I have a
I'm
regular-
hell yeah,
sorry.
dude.
Do you want to know what it feels to be high in
Yeah.
person with a person? I'll let Lemaire cuddle you.
Yeah.
You know?
High in
All
person
right,
with
so
a
what
person.
happened?
What happened? Okay.
What happened? That's a Dave. Shout out to David James. I love when he does that dumb joke. When he talks. All right, go.
Yeah. She well, it was okay. It's a weird, strange website meetup, and then
Hell yeah.
she doesn't really look like the picture. And then
The old bait and switch.
and
That's
then she
okay,
comes
it
over,
happens.
hangs out. We smoke a little bit. I am extremely nervous because I know. I just wanted to. I know she wanted to fuck. I knew it from the moment she came in, and I'm like, no, I don't want this. But then
You
it
could tell she was impure.
No. Yeah, I could feel it, dude.
Well, can we get the reasons behind why you were just like, hey, maybe I like you? Was this a thing of, or you were just like,
No.
you weren't ready?
I just didn't want to.
She was yearning for a churning.
Yeah.
is what we're saying.
Or she came in with
Land
one
O'Lakes.
idea.
Yeah.
When she got there, you were like, "Oh, that's just not my style
Yeah,
or
'cause
speed."
most people usually hear cuddling and they're like, all right, we're gonna fuck also. But I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I literally just want. I just want to
Cuddle for real.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you like she came over and she knew the deal was going to be just cuddle, smoke, hang out.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
yeah.
and right away you were like,
Oh,
ah,
vibes
okay,
off.
okay,
Yeah.
the vibe's off.
Yeah.
But that's not her fault. That was maybe she's just,
Miscommunicate.
Yeah,
and
it's
she's
just a
20, so
Yeah,
she-
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and
I'm
she's
not-
20, so she's probably not
blaming.
aware of how to use
Yeah.
like that energy of like.
Yeah.
And I also felt creepy. I was like, why? Why is this okay?
Right.
Like, I know it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but like, it was also like,
Premarital, so it's...
Do you think 20-year-old
Not like-
girl would kind of be like, why don't you want to fuck me? Is that what
kinda,
you think she might be
kinda,
thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
solid point, Neil.
well,
I'm
no, and
asking
I think
questions.
also when you are, I think a lot of girls were like fed this thing that like, you are the prize, baby girl. every guy just wants to fuck you. So then there's a bunch of us that are like, wait, I'm like not good at like manipulating or I don't know, like wearing cool outfits. So sometimes when I'm horny, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. You know?
I need to
so
call
and when
Stitch
you're
Fitch.
20, like she did probably want to come over and fuck because, and yeah, it might be the thing of like, why don't you? But it also, you probably like, oh, I know this energy. Like we all do. Like it's like a dog. We're like, oh wait, I know what's happening.
Women are like dogs.
Yeah.
No, I just
No,
think
I'm
I
kidding.
do think like though when you're like when you're like a girl who finally feels confident enough to be like, I'm going to someone's house and fucking them, and they're like,
I'm
oh,
trying to
hey,
cuddle.
no.
Yeah.
It is a rejection of a weird thing because you're not aware that that could happen.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you, it can happen all the fucking time.
It took a personal note
Speak
there.
for yourself.
So, okay, so the vibe. So the vibe was weird, and
was
you were
weird,
just. So
yeah.
how did that pan
She
out?
put on
in terms of-
Netflix. Well, I was like, she put on Silence of the Lambs. That's okay. That's
Wild
fine.
move to fuck to that.
Yeah,
Love her
that's what.
already.
Yeah, I was like, it's weird. Yeah. So then we're cuddling and stuff, and then she starts kissing me, and I'm like, oh man.
This sucks.
Oh man.
Bad kisser?
No, it was just no. I just.
Not what you were looking for.
It's not what I wanted.
Damn.
And then, I kept like getting hard and soft, like, because and
Just weren't ready to rock.
and then it was just done.
Damn.
Yeah.
So wait, how did it end? You were just like, you gotta go.
No, she
They call it the killer. in
tried
the
to
movie.
cuddle again, and then she was like, "I gotta go." I was like, "That's fair."
Yeah.
Oh. So that's not that bad.
It's not
It was just, you know,
No, it was bad.
the vibes weren't matching up. It doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah,
In the moment, I'm sure if you're high,
I mean, like that doesn't
Not
deteriorate you
ideal.
from like.
Yeah.
She might feel weird because
Yeah.
she was the aggressor, but like,
plus you got what's his face in the background. Hello, Clarice. Fucking throwing, they're
Anthony
throwing cum in the
Hopkins,
background. There's all kinds of.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's a tough one.
But yeah, when you
You know that,
I am
that
gonna get hard.
when Clarice is going by.
Yeah.
been hard
Yeah,
this whole time.
they-
I
In
can
the-
smell
in the
your
wi- I can-
cunt.
Yeah, I can feel your cunt.
yeah.
And what did he say to you?
I think a guy throws jizz at her. In
That
that
movie-
fucking movie.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
what I was
He
getting to
does.
next.
He
This little
does.
spider web action.
I'm actually thinking. I think all of my sexual desires come from the movie. Also, I still said desires wrong. But it is.
Put down those moths. All right.
We're speaking the rest of this episode in pig Latin.
Egg yay, ooh yay.
It's called Peg Latin.
So yeah, when you were, what was the you were like the feeling at the end? Were you kind of like, oh, I wish she understood that I just wanted to cuddle and it didn't make it weird? Was that kind of just
You
were
should have
just
dressed
kinda
up as a
like,
teddy
why were you-
bear.
No, because I understood what Peggy's saying is like I understand that like women like
Sure.
like women get their a lot of their
Confirmation. Their
yeah
identity.
gratification values like being able to
Lusted after.
not lust after but being able to like make a man come or so you know.
Turned down a woman.
Yeah,
I
and
turned
like,
down a woman. She
yeah.
was not excited.
No, it's not. Yeah, I didn't
Quit
want
bragging, Neil.
Also, by the way, not as bad as when you turn down a man and they stalk you home.
Okay,
so you
yeah,
know,
see,
what?
that's-
yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna go with
Yeah,
everyone
definitely.
back the fuck off.
Oh, sure.
And
No,
still
I
remember.
wasn't saying that. No,
I'm kidding. I'm
I got
kidding.
know, I
gang
know.
raped
Sorry,
by a
I
group
just
of
Those
wanted,
guys
I
are
wanted to
creepy as
remind
fuck.
you it's a comedy podcast. We're having fun here.
Are we okay? Oh, nice.
Time out, gang.
I'll stop talking. Keep beating me.
You
the
really are
producer.
double downing this NPR.
I wore my glasses.
This is your new
I wore my
character.
glasses.
No, but I
We'll
think
be
it's
back.
also what you're talking about is like, okay, here's what I would say is, and this way I do love when you're on the podcast, Neil, because like you just gave us what a therapist would say. It was like, well, at the end, what did you talk about how you're, and it's like, no, we met up on a weird app.
What app was it?
She thought if she could like be
I'll tell
aggressive,
you.
he said, hey, come over to cuddle.
Yeah.
And that was his end goal. A lot of men, a lot of women, we lie to bring people in. And
Who
then
you
you
telling?
get there. Now, she probably knew that your vibe might have been like, obviously you weren't into her, or that maybe you're not an aggressor. So she was like, I'll be the
Better
aggressor.
put the boobs on.
Then realized, okay, it didn't work out. The vibe ended.
Yeah.
If they had to have a conversation at the end, I would fucking
That'd be
blow my.
sick.
That would
I
be
didn't-
worse.
If you had to do an exit
wouldn't
interview
say
after one night stand.
No, it's just like, hey, I get it. Like I would. This is like how I would say it.
Yeah.
Granted, again, why I'm single. I'm like, but I get
Ladies,
it.
get your notepads out.
But hey, like we're cool. Like it's great. I'm actually not a cuddler. I thought that was like whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't keep it up. So I get it. And like you're not into me. I gotta go.
Whoa.
Hey, bye. And then I like
Whoa,
back
whoa,
it up.
whoa,
So you
whoa.
can't keep it up.
whoa,
Exactly.
whoa.
And I was just trying.
I probably would have said,
But also,
can't
you
keep.
did send
I
her a
would
dick
probably
pic right
have
after, which is
said-
confusing.
No, I would not have said it like that because
Fake news.
I've never,
Whoa.
I would never demasculate
Like, why
men.
are you
I do
making
that
me
in my
feel
real
bad? Just
life.
because you're feeling bad, you don't have to make me feel. I didn't do it on purpose, lady. I didn't do it on purpose.
No, but I mean that's what I'm saying. Like she might be like, hey, I just like she doesn't need to say it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think there was. I
no.
don't know where this conversation thing. I was just asking if you felt how you felt at the end of this interaction of just like the whole thing. That's all. And
I
I was
just
going to move
felt.
off it. And did you send her a dick pic? Because you should.
No, I didn't send a dick pic, but I think it's I don't know because last time I had a one night stand, the same thing happened.
What?
Like this, like
Run us through that one.
Not okay. Okay. Well, this one, I went to pick up this girl from West Philly. Then she came to my house.
Mm-hmm.
We watched some anime, and then we started to have sex.
Yeah.
It was going good, but I guess it was sexing too long, and she was like, "My mouth's dry. I can't do this anymore." And I was like, "That's fine." I guess.
Because she was high.
These things
Yeah,
happen.
we all were high.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm not a big fucker when I'm high guy. Is that your move?
No, I just like being high.
And it's another way. It's like another way to say Netflix. It's like you want to go smoke pot.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a drink?
Smoke and cuddle.
Like what we're like you want to go get real fucked up at a bar and I'll finger you in the bathroom kind of people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's the move.
let's get high and watch Dr. Stone.
Doctor, is that anime?
It's an anime. Okay, it's pretty sick. You guys should.
So
watch
you guys have just had you've had a lot of like fizzled out.
Just have a
scenarios.
rough
it.
one night
Yes.
stand.
And I think she was. I couldn't come that time. That was why. That
That'll
was
happen.
why.
Were you
yeah.
getting in your own head because you were high?
No. I was just like, this feels real good. We should keep going.
Hell
But
yeah.
she was like, no. Her mouth was dry, not her jank.
Well, I will say this.
Her vagina?
Yeah, I mean like if you're on a different level of high with the
Yeah.
person you're fucking, there could be a moment of like,
What's happening?
why have we been doing this for 2 hours?
It wasn't that long.
No, I know.
It was 3 hours.
No.
Good
So that's
lord.
your only other one night stand ever?
Yeah, there's
No, that's better.
That's good.
no.
One night
There's-
stands are
Also, you also are probably just learning that like that's not your like that's
I
not
know
how,
it's not what I want.
Right.
I know
Yeah.
for a fact it's not what I
I know.
want.
Okay, but
He's a lover.
there's a difference between people being like, "Oh, I don't like love one night stands," and then people who are like, "Oh no, like that's like I couldn't
don't
even,
like
I
it."
can't
Yeah.
even come off from that."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because there's a lot of
Yeah.
people in
Yeah.
the world that are like, "I would rather a relationship," but one night stand happens, and then there are people that like I've met who are like. Oh no! Like I can't do that because
yeah.
like this is the way I feel comfortable. Sure. This is
Yeah.
the way I fuck. And a one night stand, it doesn't work like that unless like we have like a written out like here's what's gonna happen.
we have a contract.
You guys remember I was a virgin until I was 27?
Yeah, I remember,
You remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'm not a one night
Love
stand
that
person.
story.
You're a sweet, sweet boy.
Yeah, I'm not a yeah.
More than qualified to run a comedy network, I'll tell you that right now.
Probably most qualified. Probably.
I'm going to make everybody tell me how many one night stands they had before I vote for them for mod.
3. But
I
I
thought
don't
you were
want to tell you
asking
about
me,
the
and I was
third
like,
one.
"Well, this sounds fun.
400.
Hold on." I used to have a list of every person I've ever slept with.
Damn. Really?
Why?
So, okay, yeah. Have I never told this story of why I had it?
remember that at all,
So
yeah.
my sister, who like I worshipped when I was younger, I loved her. She was so
did it too?
cool. Not sex.
They have them
She-
above the mantle at our family's house.
I was gonna say, what do you keep it in like an old tree?
Everybody.
No, I have.
finally just got on the board. They're like,
I
Ryan, we're going to
will
let
say
you in.
that
Like Tuck
notebook.
Everlasting. You keep-
I know that notebook. I know where it is, and so do all my college friends, and they will fucking come find it.
That's so funny.
That's so
I can't believe I've never. But, so no, my sister.
It's a scroll.
Yeah. No, it's even
And it
worse.
starts with doth.
It's a pink,
Duff.
fat, short little notebook.
okay.
It's the me of notebooks. If I was short and fat and adorable. I don't
you're
know why I
beloved.
made that.
Eventually, at your wedding, there'll be people signing in, and that
The notebook is
book will be
beloved.
next to it.
No, and you know what's so funny is like I've never talked to my sister as an adult about this.
Yeah.
That it's even a thing. I was maybe 5 when she went to college.
You're gonna say I started Notebook when I was like 5.
No. I was 5 when she went to college.
Got you.
So like they would bring me to their dorm and stuff and like hang out and like they would dress me up and they would just talk about. And I was always somebody who like wanted to talk about like going out and going and so. And I used to always joke that like this sister used to like come home and be like, it's kind of like what I do with my nieces. Like I'm like, you know, when you're like drunk from the night before and you like come in and you're like, I hung out with a cute boy, and you're like, I'm just telling anyone, and it's easier to tell.
Like fill the ledger.
Yeah, like no, but it's also like you want to talk about it, but your friends eventually are like, yeah, we get it. You fucking made out with a dude at a bar.
Congrats.
Why is it a big deal? And so she would come in and be like, I kissed this boy, and I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God, how many boys have you ever kissed? And she like went in the back of her closet and she was like, oh my God. And you know, it was like a secret of hers as well, almost like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why like we were, cause I was like, oh my God. She's like, I actually have a list. And I was like, what? And she was like, I have a list because I didn't really like, she was like very popular in high school, but like not made out with a lot of dudes. So when she got to college and she started making out, literally it's like my story, but in a different way.
Started slinging tongue, baby.
Just started, like she became like the makeout whore. Like, and she was like joking around about it. And she was like, I remember her saying it to me. She was like, I've made out with over 50 people. Now, if I was 5 or 6, she was like 19, which is kind of a lot. And like also I know her, like she probably was just like having fun, making out with everybody. And so she wrote it down. So then once
like make out gangbangs.
Yeah. But like that's what it was, so harmless. But like I did the opposite because like I only kissed like maybe by the time I got to college, I maybe kissed 5 people. And then I got to college and I was like inundated with different humans. They weren't just Delco shitty dudes who were like, we think
Not
you're
roofers.
fat. Yeah. And but we'll still fuck you.
Yeah.
So like I started and I was like, I gotta keep track. I'm gonna lose track of all these guys that I'm kissing. And then I remember the
How'd you
day
get
I
this on the
started putting
books?
stars next to their names, and I was like, and the stars got out of line, and I was like, okay, well, Mama can't keep this going. I don't need a record of how crazy
That's
I
why I
am.
was praying. I was like, oh, I hope she rated them. I hope she rated them.
Oh no, I didn't rate them.
No?
I said it more like meaning a star meant we fucked. So like when that
gotcha.
started happening, because again, I was like you. I
What
didn't
was the
fuck
blowjob
until,
symbol?
That's always
It was a
been
butter
secret.
churn.
If you have like if you have more than one partners at once, do they sign the same line?
Oh no, they don't know. this, by the way, like
I mean, do
I'm
you
like
write them
going
on the same line? I meant that.
Oh, like if I've
You
had
make them sign the
threesome?
book before.
I haven't had a
Something.
threesome, so I don't know.
You
But
never.
I never had a threesome, but I mean, I stopped keeping track.
Right,
It'd be fun
Last
to try to
month.
figure it out.
That's my New Year's resolution.
No, I mean, it got to a point where I'm like, well, this makes me
Well, you
sad.
have a phone. You have a phone now. Everything can be digital, so it's better.
God damn it.
That's
That'd be
amazing.
upsetting to sync with your iMac.
Yeah.
iMac. Oh my
And be
god.
my pleasure files. So you were talking about the third. I can't believe that. That's so amazing. Sorry, I'm just.
What?
I can't. She wrote the
record?
book. That's so cool.
I feel like a lot of girls did that. The
Yeah.
Makeout list.
No, I've never heard of that.
In high
before.
school and shit, yeah.
They
Hell
made those
yeah.
books too, the burn books.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's
I
fine.
mean, that's just after Mean Girls, I think. But yeah,
No,
Is
they
Mean
made
Girls
them
one with
in my
Lindsay
school,
Lohan?
for
Yes.
sure.
yeah.
Nice.
They made them before Mean Girls came out of my school.
Yeah.
Burn book?
I
What was the
remember
burn
because
book?
I found one.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's the
Wait,
worst.
what was a burn book?
So I mean, I'd never heard of it until
It's the book
Mean
where
Girls,
girls like rank all the
roast people.
dudes. No. There's the
Oh.
the hot where well it's the hot book where girls like rank all the dudes in
What
their
they look-
classes.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. No, you didn't do that. That's not your school thing.
I mean, I think my school could have done it. I
Yeah.
just wouldn't have been on the list. And people did
wasn't
like
privy
me.
to that.
Yeah.
People liked me enough to be like, oh, this would just hurt her feelings.
Well, nobody liked me like that.
I would have loved you, Lemaire.
Yeah, no,
Let me-
no.
You're so lovable.
Yeah, I learned how.
So what
Yeah.
was the third hookup there?
I don't want to talk.
Okay.
Nope.
That's all you
It's off
did. You
the
said
list.
you did. You
No,
didn't want
no,
to. That's
no.
cool.
not
We're back to
this
fun
one.
and games.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it's like we talked about this earlier. I'm like, you know, it used to be I'd be worried if people were like slut shaming me, which
Yeah.
I don't care about because
Yeah.
I'm like an adult. And now I'm like, oh shit, COVID.
Oh, you're getting COVID
I'm
shamed?
gonna like get COVID shamed for the next 5 years. It's gonna be another reason why it
People are
takes me
still
forever.
people are still hooking up.
Yeah.
There's
There's a
just-
lot of
Definitely.
babies being born
Oh.
for people to not be hooking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs getting adopted, a lot of shitty babies being born.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be brutal. To be like, oh, I was only conceived because my parents had nothing to do. My dad came in my mom after a game of Call of Duty or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that is.
She got that
We have a lot
Mountain
of
Dew nut.
docile
Yeah.
children.
A lot of fucking
We're gonna have a lot of
waterheads.
children that just like have never seen the sun, and we're like, you could still go outside. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
why they
could.
wouldn't let you do that.
Yeah. How fucked up are kids gonna be that are growing up like right now? Like you're fucked if you're in college, right? They're not doing college in college unless you're like down south, right?
No, you're still in college.
But you're just doing it. at
No,
home?
they're not. There's not that
Yeah,
many
it's
schools.
online.
I drove through
have two
Villanova yesterday.
nieces.
Shit was empty.
Yeah, I have two nieces that were freshmen this year. One of them just moved into my house because she has been like having to. I'm like, don't live with your parents.
Yeah.
That sucks. Like, live with your aunt that thinks she's 21. It's fine.
Lemaire came on here to talk about opening the economy. That's what we want to get down to.
So crazy.
Yeah. The world's gonna end. You think it's over?
Yeah. That's why I bought a house. I'm just not gonna make it 30
Fuck
years.
that mortgage.
2 more COVID mutations and then we're fucked.
Pretty
You
much.
think?
2 more and then we're fucked.
How many
Yeah.
mutations are we at now? We're on the second
One
strand, right?
now, yeah.
Just 1 mutation, yeah.
Peggy's half vaccinated now.
Hey.
Oh my god, we didn't even
Fuck
talk about
yeah.
it. That's so crazy. I forgot.
Yeah, hell yeah. We're
Yeah, I
like,
got vaccinated.
12
And it
years.
is funny that, like, none of my comic friends did this, but there's a bunch of weird friends that don't know what I do for a living besides comedy. I guess my comedy friends, like, know that I work at a funeral home. But I had, like, a bunch of people message me being like, I'm sorry, how did you get this? And I was like, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while, Barbara.
hey, Barb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I work at a funeral home. And like, it's so funny to watch people backtrack because they want you to say something that like maybe they
Yeah.
could have like a thing. But like anybody who'll ever try to like, one guy was like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, oh, I don't know. From the jump, I dealt with COVID dead bodies. And then the people that love those COVID dead bodies. So like I would be like, hey, will you sign this paperwork? Ma'am, who might have fucked this COVID guy 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah.
you know what I mean? I hope
Very sorry for your
everybody,
loss.
yeah.
True.
I hope everybody who had COVID got fucked right before.
I hope you got
hope so.
fucked and sucked on your
nice.
deathbed.
COVID's a sexually transmitted disease. I don't know if you knew that.
COVID? It is.
It's actually an STI because it goes away.
I read that too.
Wait, what?
No.
A sexually
Oh.
transmitted infection.
Did I just? Okay.
Lemaire got you.
Peggy's like, you could die from this? Did you just camera look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
She looked right down the barrel. She gave it to camera.
I knew.
Holy motherfucker.
Oh man, you, Lemaire, can you just come back every month and we just keep
Just rehashing this.
hashing everything about you because you're perfect.
Thank you. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's what makes you perfect. If you answered it like, yeah, I know, I'd be like,
If you were like, I'm exceptional.
he's crazy. He's gone crazy.
Oh my God. What the fuck? I don't know, dude.
I would say virginity.
Happy
story,
I'm
but I
okay
think
day,
we're done.
belated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I pointed at him too long.
Wait, the best is we only have one guy, Daryl, who works at the office. Who's
Yeah.
black, and he's so funny because it was like a really weird day. No, Monday was like the
Yeah.
weirdest day.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's okay. Lemaire is
Nervous
jerking off the
energy.
fucking mic.
Waiting for that butter churn.
No, but
Churning
Daryl.
some butter on the mic stand.
So last year, my dad gave Daryl off, and he was like laughing. He was like, "This is actually my first MLK day I've ever been off." He's like a 65-year-old man. He's
Yeah.
like, "Whatever," and he worked in the funeral business. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get like holidays off.
Yeah.
And so then, like, all day long, my dad keeps being like, "Where's Daryl?" And my dad just got surgery, so like he's not coming downstairs. And I'm like, getting frustrated because like I'm trying to figure stuff out. I'm like, what? Dad, what do you mean? He's in Philadelphia, and he's like, "You made him work today?" It was like the 4th time he called down, and I'm like, "Okay, wait a minute. Did you think he was off? Why are you calling the secretary of your place if you thought he was off?" He's like, "Because I knew you guys didn't give him off." So he comes in. He
He
comes
was
in like,
weeping.
he's so mad. He's like, "I did one good thing for a black person once."
I had
and
a
the
dream
best
that
is,
my
like-
black employee would be off.
But like Daryl and my dad are like a vaudeville actor, like the funniest. Like they just fight with each other all the time. They love each other. Like today, my dad was like, "I'm miserable," and I looked at Daryl and he's like, "I know, we gotta start giving her giving him edibles. I'm like, can we just try? So like Daryl comes in, it's like 2:30. I'm like, I'm sorry, you didn't get lunch with us. Also, my dad's mad you're working. And he's like, why? I'm like, I don't know, he wants you to go. So he has to go upstairs, which also sounds like the most slave moment in the world. You have to go upstairs to the apartment to the man
you
who just
upstairs.
had surgery. And granted, they like love each other. He stayed there for an hour and he comes down and Daryl comes down, it's like 3:30. He's like, already gave me off. I'm like, you leave at 4 normally. He's like, I know, but we hung out.
I'll take the day off tomorrow, though.
He's like, I'll take it. He's like, I'll take the half day. And I was like, I love that in your life, 30 minutes is a half day.
That's a blessing.
Right?
But it was so funny because everybody else was like, thinking like my dad's being like, again, very similar, like thinking my dad's being rude. And Daryl's like, dude, I'm fucking 65. Your dad's 74. This is the greatest. The fact that he's been worried all day about me, like, are you making him run errands?
Right.
I'm glad that he's been chastising his family.
Anytime there's an old black man in the room of a old white man who just had surgery, it's a good moment. There's never been a bad moment like that.
True.
Never once.
They are like the best of friends. It is very funny to me. Because, like, whatever. Okay, we're not going to get into that.
It almost went too far, baby.
Yeah, okay. But we should probably wrap it.
Give out your shit, Lemaire. Where can they find you, baby?
Okay, all right. Please follow me at Lemaire Lee, at LEMAIRE on all the social medias, every single one. So there's Tinder, Facebook, Snapchat, Pornhub, OnlyFans, XXVids, Grindr, Japanese Grindr, which is a hoagie website.
Hell yeah.
Cineweeboo, Bumble, Hitch, Hatch. It's where
Hitch and Hatch.
yeah, Hatch is where I come out of an egg and I'm like, please date me. Hitch is the one where I do that Will Smith movie. So please follow me.
I just do a frame
I almost
for frame.
stepped on that.
It's actually just an app where you watch me recreate that movie with the face app.
I made a fleshlight out of Will Smith.
I'm Kevin James, not Will Smith, though.
Oh, nice. You got a Quibi thing? That's cool, dude.
That was whiteface. It's fine.
I whiteface Kevin James.
It's
At
understandable.
Lemaire Lee, at LEMAIRE. Please.
Fuck yeah.
And if he says he wants to cuddle, he fucking means it.
Yeah, Jesus
Yeah.
I've been Ryan Foster.
I'm fucking Peggy. Give it up for our
Give it up
fucking
for Neil
producer,
Wood.
Neil. I love you, Neil
Thank
Wood.
you
Give
guys.
it
Love
up
you
for
too.
yourselves. You guys are
Suck
the
our
best.
dicks forever. Bye.
Hey.
Say no, we talk to mama like that. Suck our fucking dicks.
Where'd you guys fuck at?
Did I complimented your fucking hair yesterday, you stupid bitch?
I love you.
I love you.
This has been a Droptent Media production.